Today I want to show you how I make single braid Dyneema soft shackles for our sailboat. I've made a number of soft shackles for our boat and we use them all over the place, including up here on our davit for our daily lifting bridle, and even just around the boat to hang things off. We've also got them on our anchor chain and our bridle. Making soft shackles is something that takes practice. For me, it was the knot that was the trickiest part, but at the start, what would take me over half an hour of fiddling with, I can now do in under 2 minutes. And being able to make your own soft shackles is just such a bonus on a boat because they are expensive. To make a soft shackle, what you're going to need is the length of single braid Dyneema that you want in the diameter you want, and then an appropriately sized fid. To start off, I need to do an eye, and I'm going to make sure that the eye itself is only just big enough to fit the width of the rope through. I'm going to feed one of the ropes through the other. And due to the length of my fid, I might have to go out and in a few times. So again, I want this to be quite small, just enough to fit the rope through. I want my soft shackle to be bigger than that, so I'm going to have to go in again. Pull it through. Okay, and that is actually how big I want this one to be. Once you have your desired length for the shackle, it's time to finish the splice. And to do that, we're going to be feeding this outside through the inside. So make sure it's nice and stretched out with the appropriate size loop at the top, and then we're going to make a mark. Now I'm going to get this outside one, put it into my fid, and insert it through this one. Thereby locking it off. Now that you've done that little lock, the splicing part of this is finished and it's time to tie the knot. So the knot that I use is the diamond knot, and I find it helpful to think about it in 2 phases, starting with doing a carrick bend. Now for me, I like to hold the rope like that. Grab this bottom one, twist it into a loop. Then I bring the top one underneath it, like that. Pull a section through, then go around and pull through to get the carrick bend. Now, what you'll have is the carrick bend on the top like that, and then if you turn it to the side, you have this triangle type shape forming with the carrick bend at the top and the 2 legs from the soft shackle. From here, we have to do what I personally call the spiral, where we're going to take these arms and spiral them around before feeding them through the middle so they come up through there. So I'll grab this one first. I'm going to spiral it around. So spiral it around. It's going to wrap around the first leg that it comes across in the triangle and come up through the middle. Now I do the same with the other one. So I'm going to spiral it around, and when I get to the first leg of the triangle, I'm going to wrap it around the back and then feed it up through the middle. And then I just start to squeeze it a bit to work through, and you can already see the diamond knot pattern forming. You'll need to sit here and tighten it for a little bit. Feed the rope through and so on. When you're done, you will have your very own soft shackle. To finish off your soft shackle, you really have 2 options. You can melt it in like you see at the shops. Personally though, I like to cut the end with my Sailrite rope knife and then whip it with some marlow twine, and I'll put links to both of those in the description. And that's really it. Again, soft shackles are something that the more you practice, the easier it's going to get.